Alright. Good morning, America.
Good morning.
Before I start, I have a quick question. How many of us are familiar with this card? All right. What is it? All right. How about this?
Yep.
All right. That takes us into what we are going to talk about today. As we all know, I think most of you have heard that there are 46 million uninsured Americans. What do you think about that? Any? Anybody? Thank you. Here are some of the reasons why some Americans are uninsured. According to the American Medical Association, people can't afford health insurance, or some of them have pre-existing conditions. They also have limited access to health plans and benefits. Why can't people afford health insurance? The unemployment rate rose by 0.4% to 6.5% in October, which is last month. And the number of unemployed persons increased by 603,000 to 10.1 million over the past 12 months. The number of unemployed persons have increased by 2.8 million, and the unemployment rate has risen by 1.7%. So how are these people going to be able to afford health insurance when they even can't afford food for their families? That is what the U.S. Department of Labor says, but I don't know what they're doing about that right now. All right. Before I go to my next slide, I have something. Okay. A little something. All right. All right. Okay. This is going to give you a clue to my next slide.
I'm Shorter. I'm a student with journalism. This is my last semester, and I'm uninsured. I work part time and volunteer as an intern. I don't have enough money and income to have insurance at this point in time. As the wheels are turning in my head of what I'm going to be doing after college and trying to get this career in journalism going.
All right. So, apart from Kwame, who are some other people that you think are uninsured? He's a college student. So, apart from college students, who are some other people that you guys think are uninsured? When
The working class people.
thanks, Angel. The same.
The immigrants.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right. Well, they are not the only people who are uninsured. Apart from college students and all those others that you guys mentioned, we have unemployed parents, veterans, the brave men and women, the so-called brave men and women, and our senior citizens who have served this country for unlimited time. According to a study conducted by the Harvard Medical School in 2004, nearly 1.8 million veterans are uninsured. And this also appeared in an article in the New York Times last year. And according to this medical journal, Nations Health, in June and July of 2008 issue, there's an article which was an overview of a report released in March of this year by the US Government Accountability Office, which revealed that 20% of college students, which means as in here, between the ages of 18 and 23, or about 1.7 million, were without health insurance. There are 6,000 students at Ryder, so we can imagine how many 1.7 million students are. Moreover, certain groups of students, such as part-time students and minorities from lower-income families, are more likely than others to be uninsured. And the article goes on to say that most of these uninsured students don't graduate. So what is the point of they investing all that money in us, giving us $42,000 to attend Rider University, and we don't have health insurance? They call us tomorrow's leaders. What if we don't make it to tomorrow? We all know what happened on November 4th. According to the official website of Barack Obama, this is the health plan that they have for us. They plan to provide affordable, accessible healthcare for all Americans, build on existing healthcare systems, and use existing providers, doctors, and plans to implement the plan. They also plan to lower healthcare costs by $2,500 for a typical family by investing in health information technology and prevention and care coordination. We all know prevention is better than cure. It is better for them to prevent all these diseases than to send a huge amount of money for the cure. And then they also said they were going to require coverage of preventive services, including cancer, which is killing most Americans. But before that happens, before January, we have to do something before that, because we don't know what will happen before January. The American Medical Association has something for us all, which is voicefortheuninsured.com. So if you know anybody who doesn't have health insurance, you could tell them to go check that website out. I sent all of you invitations this morning. You have to check it on our favorite website. They plan to provide all Americans the means to purchase health coverage and to give individuals the choices to provide coverage for themselves and their families, and to promote market reforms that will enable this new approach. I'm done. You know what I mean by the favorite website, right? Facebook.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, okay.
Facebook. Oh, I saw it.
So so you want them to respond to it?
Join the group.
Join the group?
Yeah.
Okay. So clear call to action. Did you find out in your research how many people here on campus are uninsured?
No, I know a few of them, but I didn't.
I know the rider.
Cause yeah, that is why I didn't use the rider.
You have the rider
Insurance. Yeah.
There are expired so you waive it if you take it. So.
You take it.
But what happens after you leave rider?
Get insurance.
Then you get insurance.
Where do you get insurance? You get out of rider. No. What if you? Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. There are no jobs. There are no jobs, right?
Year and a half to get a job after college.
So what happens to you?
And you can't get a job with a bachelor's degree.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have to be realistic right now.
Good job.
Thanks.